Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Marina, I'm a portrait and music photographer in Seattle. On this channel I talk all things analog and documented my film photography adventures. So after sharing a video about my film cameras where I specifically say that I don't have problems with gear, I don't collect it and I use every single camera that I own, well, when it comes to lights I cannot say the same. I do collect lights and there is just no such thing as owning too many lights. In this video I would like to talk about lights and show what I've been using in my photography. Specifically, I would like to focus on portable lights because if I will show every single light source that I own, this video will take forever. I'm gonna skip that and focus on portable lights. That means they are battery operated and don't need to be plugged in order to work. For me personally, this is very important because I do like to bring lights on different locations and create my own little sets. This video is not sponsored, I wish it was. Everything that I'm gonna show, I will leave links below this video so you can check specs, prices and so on. So the first light that I'm gonna show, this is RGB LED light wand. This is my first light wand that I've got. It's from good old Aliexpress. I think I paid a little bit less than 40 bucks at that time. I got it in late 2020 and I've been using it quite a lot. It's pretty beaten up. I have two of them. So this light wand has a preset colors and you can't adjust hues, but you can adjust the brightness. And there's also several different modes with changing colors like a police car, fireworks and such. They also don't flicker, which is very important when you take photos or videos. To charge this light, you have to plug it in. It's gonna take about from 1 to 2 hours, I would say. It comes with remote control and a little fabric case. So my verdict about this particular light wand, it's a very decent deal, especially if you're on budget. I don't think there's anything like this at this price point with such output. So yeah, I do recommend it. The next light is this little light one as well. It's also RGB. It's Nanlite Pavotube 26C. Looks like this. I have two of them and one of them behind me. It also has colors and different modes like police car, fireworks, fire and you name it. Unlike the previous light wand, on this one you can actually change the hue and set pretty much any color you want. This light does not flicker on photos or videos. The charging is also via USB. If I compare these two, we'll see how big of a difference it is. And this is even more portable than this. I do like these ones. I do recommend them. They are great. They are small but pretty powerful for the size. If choosing between these two, I would definitely prefer this one. Yes, it's twice more expensive than this, but it is smaller, and I would say when it comes to output, I think they are the same, even though this one is longer and this one is shorter. Now let's talk about a completely different type of lights, which are strobes. So the first one that I have is, this is on-camera flash, can be used off-camera as well with a trigger. This one is Godox TT350. This one is for Sony because for digital I use Sony. A lot of times I would use something like this when shooting concert. By the way, if I'm using on-camera or off-camera flash at a concert, the artist is aware and they know that I'm gonna use flash, and yeah, I'm not just randomly showing up with my camera with a flash and starting taking pictures of people that are not aware. When it comes to taking photos of your local band in a crappy lit venue, this is the way to go. So my next light is Godox V1. This is also on-camera flash, can be used off-camera as well. This is just regular speed light, but what I like about it, it's got a modeling lamp, unlike basic speed light. and it can help with focusing when it's too dark around. It's powered by its own battery that you have to take out and charge. Now let's move on to something more powerful than speedlights. While this one looks like speedlight, it definitely has a more power. This is Evolve 200, which is exactly the same thing as Godox AD200. This is 200 watt strobe, and these were my first strobes that I've got after upgrading from speedlights. This one got a rechargeable battery. I never had a problem of running out of a battery power on these lights when taking photos. So they do last. I've got 2 of these lights, and I think they are a great starting point when you're starting shooting with strobes. I would say the only downside about these particular lights for me personally is the lack of modeling light. Well, there is a modeling light, but it's so dim and it's barely noticeable, so I would not rely on that. I wish their modeling light would be a little bit brighter, but at the same time I think it's gonna drag out the battery a lot quicker. And the last but not least is this light I have here. This one is Godox AD300. 300 stands for 300 watt. This is my favorite light so far. Usually if I go on location and take photos outside, I would bring this one because it is small and portable. It's got the same battery as those AD200. And unlike AD200, this one has modeling lamp that is a lot more powerful than AD200. So again, it's not extremely bright, but it does help to focus when you're shooting in darker light scenarios. So I do like this one. I only have one of these. This is a great light. I recommend it. I got this light last summer and I've been using it a lot. And of course, to trigger those strobes, I would need triggers. They look like this. So these were my portable lights that I use. So why I would prefer one light source over the other? Well, they all serve different purposes. For example, if I need to make a group photo, and I definitely can't use something like this just because this won't be enough. And that's when strobes become extremely handy. They have a lot more power and the light is brighter. Before I wrap up this video, I would like to show one more thing that is a big part of my style: gels. That is pretty much how I create color lights. So this kit has 15 different color gels. I recommend getting 2 packs. There is no pretty teal color in this. I don't know why they did not include it, but you might consider getting teal gel separate, because unfortunately this kit does not have one. I also have one more gel kit. It looks like this. This kit contains 12 colors instead of 15, unlike Roscoe. It is much cheaper than Roscoe. The link for these gels will be under this video. I find these gels thicker than Roscoe, and they do have very pretty teal. Pretty much that's why I got it. It looks so nice on the pictures. I love this. That Roscoe kit does not have anything close to this. Okay, so as I'm editing this video, I decided to check all of the prices for everything that I mentioned in this video. And I actually found that now Roscoe gels cost $46.55 per 15 sheets of gels. At the end of 2020, I got them for $29.99 or something. So I no longer recommend them. I think it's a little bit too expensive, especially if you need to get 2 packs of these gels. So I do recommend getting the other kit that I just showed, and the current price for those is $24.95. I think it's way more affordable than Roscoe. So that's that, and let's go back to the video. Another thing that I would like to mention about using gels with any sort of lights: gel and the light should not touch, because this might happen. Be aware of that. Do not set anything on fire. Okay, that was it. Thanks for watching this video and see you in another one.